Great Grandad Woo Ding. The Great Grandad Woo Ding's gonna do a thing.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Great Grandad Woo Ding here again. I did mention about the last stripper deck trick, number 21, possibly being my last go at the stripper deck tricks because I was handing them back to Mark. However, I've had a bit of an afterthought and come up with a little variation on that last one that I did, which was trick number 21. I think it was called size 13 suit. So let me show you. I just came up with this little variation and I thought you might like to see it. So basically you just give them a little quick shovel to start with, and the premise is that we'll have to try and find, you know, the same pattern really, about 13 being unlucky for most people, but it's lucky for me. So I'm going to try and find 13 specific cards from this pack. But in the original instructions, it said do it out of view, under the table. But I'm not going to do it under the table or out of view. I'm going to do it in view because I found a very strange property to these stripper decks, which is because they're wider at one end, you can actually do a little kind of balancing feat with these. So let me show you. So I'm looking for 13 cards. Now, because of the wider end at one end, you can actually balance these cards on top of the remainder of the pack. I've done it a couple of times and I've managed to balance them in a T shape. Yeah, T for 13. Now the question is, you want to know, have I actually separated 13 cards? We'll just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes. Have I separated my lucky suit, the diamonds? Yes. And my final question on this little variation is, did you see through the trick? Because I did. Look. And so can you now. Oh dear. Hope you like that. Basically it was to use this thing, like a little Omnideck gimmick, which was one of my other presents in my bag from Mark. If you watched that video, I kind of paused when I was getting the stuff out of the bag at the end, and that was still in the bag. But I didn't want to show you. I thought I'd come up with something. So it's like a little Omnideck gimmick. Mark was a bit disappointed with it because it's too thin. It's not the width of a pack. But I realised it was exactly 13, a full suit, 13 cards, a full suit short of a deck. A bit like me really, isn't it? Oh dear. So as soon as you add 13 cards to that, it makes the correct width of a pack. So hence it gave me that idea to do that. So basically all I was doing there, I might as well do the tutorial now for you. Look, I just had one card on the bottom. I don't know why, I always prefer a corked card on the bottom if I've got an odd card to mask something. Because there's a lot going on, isn't there, in a corked card. So I think it's a bit more deceptive. And the other cards are all on the top. Now, so that it didn't separate from the Omnideck gimmick, I just moistened that a little bit so that the first card stuck to it. So that in that first little full shuffle, it didn't reveal the Omnideck gimmick. So the card stayed, your one card stayed on the top, as I just shuffled off just a few cards really, that's all I did. I just did a couple of those and then threw the rest on, so you've got about a few on the top and a few on the bottom. And basically your angle's very critical here, isn't it? So you have to get it bang on to the camera. This is about my third filming of this because I'd got it slightly wrong angle and you could see through it before I wanted you to see through it. So that way around, whichever way around the wide end is up there. And then you do this faffing with the separating them in view, but under the pretense of trying to balance the pack really. So that gives you a little bit of an excuse for faffing around. Strip your 13 out. And then a bit of acting, obviously, trying to get them to balance on there. There's your 13 cards. Did I strip out 13? Count them. Are they all the diamonds? Yes, because you've only got diamonds, so there's nothing hard about that. You could even do a little flourish. Did you see through the trick? Because I did. You could do a little flourish like that if you wanted to, rather than just pick it up. Da-da. There you go. Hope you liked it. I have been the Great Grandad Woo.
The Great Grandad Woo Ding. The Great Grandad Woo Ding just did a thing.